Hello everyone, and you're very welcome to join me again. My name is Finbar from Aspire Life Tarot, and today's reading, we're in the Leo season, so it's the Tarot Love Reading Spread for singles for Leo. Okay, and I will also do an oracle read at the end of this 6-card read. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to my channel for more videos. And if you're a follower, well, you're so welcome. I really appreciate you. So today, we have a 6-card read followed by an oracle read for the Leos. So, this situation, the cards empowered and shuffled. So this is a six card read. Position number 1 will be your current situation, your current relationships, or how things have been. Okay. Position number 2 are your past relationships, how they may have gone, what we have to learn for them perhaps. Position number 3 is typically your type of personality. 4 is them, the type of person you typically attract. Card number 5, what kind of advice or can we put a plan in place for you? And then card position number 6 is future relationships. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has for you today. So position number 1 in terms of your current situation, current relationships. So here we have the Emperor. Okay, major arcana, which would suggest that you're typically very determined in trying to make a relationship work. I'm very interested to see what the next card is, and we put these together. So past relationships. Okay, very good. So where you are right now, where I'm reading this is where you are right now. You're determined. You've determined to move forward. That's what I see, because what we've learned here from the past relationship, the 10s here are all about completion. I think you've been absolutely exasperated with your efforts in a previous relationship. The swords are about our thoughts or our thinking or intellect, and you really just, wow, you've had enough. Completely, this is the end of 10s, is the end of a cycle. You've had enough. You're down and out with the whole thing. But I always find it positive. This particular, the symbology here, this particular individual is not dead, looking at their hand signal, and they're looking forward to the new horizon ahead. So I feel right now you're very determined. You think of the stereotypical characteristics of the Emperor. There's leadership, there's direction, there's that laser focused and determination. So you're very determined to protect yourself, very determined to move ahead, and also very determined to, I presume, to get the best that you can from your life. But and this is coming from the driving factor behind that is the bit of a nightmare you've had with the previous relationship. Exasperation is the word that comes to mind here. Had enough. It tore the soul out of you, and was so much stress and annoyance that you're just not prepared to put up with that crap anymore. Position number 3 is typically of you. Okay, so these are very, very strong cards, the Emperor and the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is someone, and you as I see you as a very learned person, someone who is also able to teach those around them. You're very well developed, and maybe a little bit conservative in your ways. If that's fair to say, if this video has found you, or indeed if you found this. If this resonates with you, please drop a comment. But I see you as a very, very firm, maybe slightly conservative, very well educated person, and maybe someone who's in the role of teaching those around them as well. So and always I feel maybe what I'm picking up is always in the search for your own personal development as well, learning as much as you can. So that's a very, very strong card there, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the frame of mind that you're in right now as well. So keep that up, look after yourself. Position number 4 is typical of the type of person you do attract. And here we have Justice. Okay, lots of major arcanas here. So the type of person I'm picking up here is someone who is looking for fair play. Maybe this is I find this as a positive card. So maybe just there was someone. Justice here for me is generally something. It's indicative of being on the right path, seeking the truth. So I see the person that you typically, looking at these values here that you have, the person that you typically attract is a decent, good person, honest type person. But the last one, obviously, that just whatever happened there, it just sucked the life out of you. So usually there's something to learn here, but I find that is a very positive card. It kind of goes hand in hand. I do feel perhaps you've been attracting the right type of people for you in general, but maybe just that particular last one was too much for you to deal with. Maybe the Justice card, it's about, if it's a one-to-one with lots more questions to ask, maybe this is about you getting your justice. Maybe, what I'm picking up here, maybe there was some dishonesty. So there's lots of ways to interpret this card in this position. Again, I'm doing an open read here. If this is a one-to-one, I would be asking you, is this the type of person that you attract? In fact, that they're really honest, and they're really stand up sort of individuals. But at the same time, if we're reading this as what is a fault in that type of person, maybe this card is screaming to you, you need your justice. So it's a little bit vague there. I do apologize, but what came to my mind was maybe it's you need more justice, you need more fair play from these particular types of people that you do attract, because maybe you have experienced dishonesty. So that's what's coming through there, but just with my intuition at the moment, if that makes sense to you. So yeah, there's many interpretations to that, but that's where I'm coming at it with it now. The cards spark my own intuition, and I've asked that those watching this video are watching it for a reason, that I do connect and give you the message that you want. So bear with me. Card number 5 is the advice that we can give you, the tarot can give you in terms of what you can do to improve the potential for a relationship. And this is fairly indicative that you're doing well enough. And I see that again with the Emperor and the Hierophant. The 10s here are maybe the 10 of Pentacles. It's a card of success and abundance. Here we have the old King of Pentacles, resting on his laurels and achievement. We have the young couple. There also is some symbology here. We do have, the two of on the placards here. We have the Tower, and we also have the Scales of Justice. So, in terms of your overall life, it's the message there would be never, even no matter how successful things are, never take anything completely for granted. And really appreciate what you have, because tides can turn. So protect what you have. I see you as a very successful person anyway, so keep doing what you're doing. There's no much. That's exactly what that card means. 10s can also, like here, can be the end of a cycle, but this is just suggesting to me that you're really sort of hitting the pinnacle of success. So keep doing that. It's very, very conducive. In terms of a future relationship, who the Knight of Swords. Interesting. You could consider him as your knight in shining armor, couldn't you? So I see that as, the knight's typically about action, speed, movement, swords about direction. So in terms of a future relationship, there's a strong possibility here of your knight in shining armor coming into the fray. And, it's encouraging you as well to take action. There's speed here with this card. Okay, movement. It's about making decisions and going for it. That's what I see coming in with your future relationship. That kind of runs through where you're at the minute as an Emperor, being absolutely single-mindedly determined with something. Let's just pull one more card here to see. And here we have Strength. Very good. Okay. So that's just the tarot there is really encouraging you to have great strength. And don't be afraid to take that action when it does come to the time when that person shows up in your life. So I hope that makes sense to you. Sorry to see this heartbreak in the past, but you're such a good person. You're so complete in many ways. You're doing so well, and I see the knight in shining armor. I see him there as the knight in swords. Okay, so I hope that rings true. And why not have an oracle an oracle card here as well for you. It's not my position to intuitively interpret the oracle cards, but I do ask to be the messenger. So I'll pick a card, and then I will specifically read the message that the oracle has for you. So bear with me now one moment. Let's just get what the oracle wants. Okay, this has jumped out to me, literally, and it's go to sea. Okay, so these are beautiful oracle cards from Bar and Read, and I'm literally going to read exactly what the message is. So go to sea. The meaning here, and we see how this ties in with the overall reading, is being in flow, returning to source, and recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Okay, so I think the message there is quite literally go with the flow. And I would encourage you to look at your very, very strong traits here. And when it comes time to take that action, just get into your flow and get into your strength. So I think that looks very, very positive. And please drop me a comment, claim it, and subscribe to the channel if you wish. And I do hope to speak with you soon. So have a great day. Thank you.